C.A. Swanson & Sons of Omaha, Nebraska, packers of America's best-known brand of canned and frozen poultry, presents the exciting television game, The Name's the Same. Now, let's meet our panel of famous names. Co-author of the Broadway hit Guys and Dolls, Abe Burrows. Famous radio and television actress, Joan Alexander. Famous radio and television personality and master of ceremonies of his own quiz show, Winner Take All, Bill Cullen. And your host and moderator, another famous name, Robert Q. Lewis.
Hi there, and welcome to The Name's the Same. Tonight, once again, you're going to meet some people who have very famous names. Names the same as celebrities, well-known places, and well-known things that we all know. Tonight, as always, it's up to our trio of experts to determine our contestants' names through a process of cross-examination. To start things off, let's meet our first guest with a famous name. Welcome to The Name's the Same. Will you tell us where you're from, please?
Council Bluffs, Iowa.
Iowa, and your occupation?
I'm in engine service on the Union Pacific Railroad.
In the what, I beg your pardon?
Engine service.
Engine service on the Union Pacific. Good for you. Now, it's true, of course, that you have a famous name, and if you don't mind, from now on, the panel, I'll refer to this gentleman as Mr. X, just so I don't give away his name by accident. Let's let our home viewers see this gentleman's famous name. That's really your name, isn't it? All right. Now, panel, it's up to you once again to cross-examine Mr. X to see what his famous name is. Remember, you're competing with one another to see who can find his name first. The losers pay. You have 10 questions apiece. The panelist who guesses the name correctly keeps his or her money. May I say you look delightful this evening.
Thanks.
If you use up your questions, you lose and must pay our contestant $25 by check. Mr. X will answer yes or no and will respond in the name of his famous counterpart. All right, let's start this round with Abe Burrows.
Are you the kind of a man that if my wife met you, I'd be jealous if she was alone with you?
Yes. Well, now,
I don't mean you personally, Mr. X.
Would you mind, you mean...
I mean, is he the kind of fellow... This is one of those omnibus questions which I'm so clever at. I want to know, is he the kind of a man that if I introduced my wife or my girl to, or both of them, would I be jealous?
I don't think you can say yes to that, can you, very honestly? No, Abe.
No. Are you connected with the arts?
Yes.
But you're not I see you're not a leading man. Are you a character actor?
No.
No.
Are you an actor?
No.
By the way, actor, you know, male or female?
Abe, no.
Not an actor, huh? I pass.
Johnny?
Are you living?
Yes. Well, that's a tough question.
Only about certain people.
I would, in this particular case, say this was alive, yes.
Well,
This was alive?
Darling, you may use your vivid imagination in any way you please.
Ma'am, this is not a, this is just a review. Did you say that this gentleman was an actor?
No.
no.
Not an actor. There's something about your being alive. I mean, are you fictional, perhaps?
At times.
Right.
At times you're fictional and at times you're alive. You said you were not an actor. Are you a singer?
No.
Do you work in partnership with anyone?
Yes. How?
Well, is it necessary for somebody else to... I'll rephrase it.
Please
Is it
do.
necessary for somebody else to work with you in order for you to perform?
Perform. That's a broad term, but I would say yes.
Is that yes? the answer to
Yeah.
my question? Are you actually an inanimate object before you start performing?
Well, I can see that you kids are really in trouble tonight, and I'm going to have to give you a little hint here before we go.
All right, go on.
This gentleman's name represents a place.
Oh, well, really? It's about time you
place.
said so.
A place.
Well, then what, I have to take back everything I said?
No, you don't.
No, just leave
You
it
go
up.
ahead, pass, and you're through.
Pass.
That's all. Wash up. Wash up and get your money. Don't bother the people.
Well,
Hello, Bill.
I got all the advantage here. On account, Bob, sir, this place that you represent, is it in the United States?
No.
No.
Is it a real place?
Yes.
Is it in Europe?
Yes.
Yes.
They don't know
Is
much
it in
about-
one of the... No. Is it in one of the Romance countries?
Yes.
Is it in France?
Yes.
Is it in Paris by any chance?
Yes.
Well, I'm sort of narrowing it down. I only know a couple places in Paris. And two of them I can't guess. Is it, by any chance, a famous site, if you'll pardon the expression?
S-I-T-E or S-I-G-H-T?
S-I-G-A, a tourist's Mecca.
Yes.
Is it the, I can't pronounce one, so I'll go, is it the Eiffel Tower by any chance?
No. Don't
You're
be
not-
afraid here now. Let's not hurt the boy. This is a tough one. Let's give him
This
a
man
help
isn't
we can.
Champs-Elysees, is he, by any chance?
No.
I pass.
All right, Abe.
This fella's name isn't Montmartre.
No, but it's a good idea.
No.
You passed over something rather quickly. That's as much help as I
Yeah.
can give you now. You
Oh,
passed over something very quickly. Go ahead, Abe.
Well, let's see what we passed over. Is it a building?
No.
No.
Is it an open thing like a park?
Yes.
It's an open thing, like a park.
Is it a river?
No.
Is it what else is in Paris?
Try a lake.
Is his first name Saint?
No.
Oh, wait a minute.
Go ahead. I pass.
Go on, Joan.
Is it a church?
No.
I was thinking of Notre Dame.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to. You see, what you did was pass right over what Bill said. Bill, you mentioned it, but you didn't pin it down.
What?
This
Who?
gentleman's name is Paris, France.
Oh.
Mr. France, we've enjoyed having you on tonight. Now, if you go on over there, you'll collect your full $75 from Abe, Joan,
Paris,
and
France.
Bill. $25 apiece, and thanks from the Swanson people for playing the names the same.
Give you a few.
Now let's meet our next guest with a famous name. Right down. Where do you hail from, young man?
Wanto, Long Island.
Long Island. And what do you do?
I go to school.
Do you? Good for you. Now, we know you've got a famous name. We're all anxious to take a look at it. Let's let our home audience see this gentleman's famous name. All right, that's the name panel. Once again, you remember our rules. 10 questions to which Mr. X will answer yes or no. Use as many or few at a time as you like. If you run out of questions, you lose, and pay Mr. X your check for $25. Joan, suppose you start this round.
Are you living?
Yes.
Are you in the arts?
Excuse me?
Are you in the arts?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Are you a man?
Yes.
Are you an actor?
Yes.
Are you a leading man?
Yes.
Well, just so that we don't go too far astray here, there are many types of leading men, Joan. I'll just have to let that go as it is.
This is kind of a leading type of a leading man. It isn't a standard type of leading man.
You just go ahead now.
I pass. Let him do the dirty work. I got
Bill?
him 5 yeses.
Thanks a lot. He's not a standard type leading man. Are you a deluxe leading man? No, I take that. Are you a villain type leading man?
No.
In other words, he doesn't play horror parts or anything like that.
No.
Are you romantic? I mean, the parts you play, are they romantic?
No.
No? Are you humorous? I mean, are you a comedian, leading man type?
Oh, I'd say very humorous, yes.
Intentionally. Are you a single? I mean, do you do your act without any help necessarily from one person all the time?
No.
Well, you're a single. You are a single, yes. Yes, you are a single.
Yes, you are a single. All right. Are you in pictures? Are you best known for your motion picture work?
Yes.
Have you made any pictures recently?
Yes.
I passed Abe Burrows, who's made some pictures.
Abe.
You're a character actor?
Yes.
Over 50?
Yes.
I don't know why I said over 50. It was a good number. You got a picture. You recently made a picture. Are you with any one particular studio?
No.
Were you born in America?
No.
Are you English?
No.
What else is there? Are you, Middle Europe? German?
No.
French?
No.
You have 3, Abe.
Afghanistan!
Don't charge him for that. They would, too, you know. Go on.
Italian?
No.
What did I leave out?
Oh, Abe.
I left out Germany, France, England. What else is in Europe? Peru? Hungary? I said Middle Europe. You
Yes,
said no.
we said no.
Scandinavian.
No.
Yes.
You have one question, Abe.
I'll save it.
Did you say you were a Middle European?
No, he
No.
said no.
No, and you're not Scandinavian, is that right?
No.
You said you were European, though. Are you Spanish?
I'm going to have to
No.
call time. You've all left out the Emerald Isle. This gentleman is an Irish actor, and
Yeah,
a
but
very
that's
great
Europe. We said
one.
Europe.
But we said Europe.
Well, Ireland sits by itself.
Always.
This is Barry Fitzgerald.
Oh.
And before you go to pick up your money, Barry Fitzgerald, tell me, have you ever met the famous motion picture actor whose name you bear?
No.
Well, I think we got a tremendous treat for you tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, the great motion picture actor, Mr. Barry Fitzgerald. That's quite a reception, Mr. Fitzgerald. I think you should know that. This, Mr. Fitz, will you go over there, pick up your checks from Joan, Bill, and Abe, $25 apiece. I'm sure that Mr. Fitzgerald will be glad to talk to you after the show. And thanks so much from the Swanson people for playing The Name's the Same. Well, now, of course, we're real excited about having Mr. Fitzgerald on the show tonight. We're delighted to have you with us. Before we play the I'd Like to Be portion of our program, though, incidentally, you know what that is. Each week we ask our guest, tonight, Mr. Barry Fitzgerald, who they might like to be, just in fun, of course, if they weren't themselves. Well, panel, we'll see if you can determine who that person is in just a moment. But first, let's look at a very pretty girl in a very pretty costume.
You know, picnic shopping can be almost as much fun as Christmas shopping. Got me a new outfit, designed by Francis Sider, and a brand new picnic basket. But best of all, look what I've got inside. What better pick for a picnic than Swanson quick frozen chicken drumsticks, so big and plump and delicious. For a picnic lunch that's ready in a jiffy, saves you time and saves you work, get Swanson chicken drumsticks. You just open the package, thaw the contents, and pop into the pan. And quicker than you can say, don't forget the salt shaker, they're frying up to a crisp, tasty picnic treat that can't be beat. And listen, besides these quick frozen drumsticks, there are other Swanson chicken parts that make just as big a hit. Serve your picnic guests Swanson all thighs, all breasts, all wings, or these wonderful new chicken pies. All are Swanson, the name of the finest chicken in the land.
I got to get some of that to serve on the Morning Godfrey show. Remind me, Gene, later. Now we're set to play I'd Like to Be. Our panel's going to try to determine who it is Barry Fitzgerald would like to be. Before we let you see that famous name, I'd like to again welcome you, Mr. Fitzgerald. And You're in town, I believe, for the opening of your new picture, Quiet Man.
Yes, it opens in the Capitol Theatre on the 21st of
On the
August.
21st of August. And this is something that you filmed, I understand, in Ireland. Is that so?
Well, we filmed the major portion of it in Ireland.
And what a cast, from what I've heard.
Well, it's a very good cast, and it's a very good picture, I think.
I don't want to ask you too many questions. I don't want to give away too much of the plot, but I have heard, and I hope I don't embarrass you by saying this, but many of my friends have seen previews of it, and they say that you won one Academy Award for Going My Way, and they have a big, fat hunch that you're going to win another one for the performance you give in The Quiet Man.
Well, that would be very nice.
All right, now let's play I'd Like to Be, and let's let our home viewers see Barry Fitzgerald's, well, see the famous name of the person he would like to be. All right, panel, we play the same way as we did before, and the loser's checks will go to Mr. Fitzgerald's favorite charity. Let's start this round off with Bill Cullen. Bill?
Well, Father, or rather, Mr. Mr. Fitzgerald, is the person you'd like to be in the theater?
Yes.
Is this person a man?
Yes.
Is this person, by any chance, a very, very famous performer?
Yes, I would say so.
I have a hunch, and I'm afraid even to take it. Is this person that you would like to be ever been associated with you in any of the things you've done? Any of the...
No.
There goes my hunch.
I can see you walking right into that.
Is this person that you would like to be, who you would like to be, are they possibly a comedian, Mr. Fitzgerald?
No, I wouldn't describe him as a comedian.
All right. I'll tell you, I'll turn it over to Abe. Let's let you have it, Abe.
Is this fella in television?
Not to my knowledge.
No, I don't think
I don't
so,
believe
no.
so, Abe. I don't think he's ever appeared.
You say you wouldn't describe him as a comedian. Has he done comedy?
Well, I think you'd call it high-class comedy.
Like ours, you mean? Is he known largely for movies?
Yes.
Is he an American?
Yes.
I pass.
Jones.
Is he a leading man?
Yes.
Is he very handsome?
I think so, yes.
Is he young?
Oh, he's, what do you call young?
What is young?
Young.
Sort of like you.
Yes, I think I described
Yeah.
Boy, we get more guests that way, don't we?
Does he have any particular distinguishing physical characteristics?
Well, if I describe him minutely, that's hardly fair, is it?
I
think you'd describe him as kind of rugged and handsome.
Well, let's not give away too much. There have been references made at times to physical characteristics, so I think that question could be best answered by a yes.
Yes.
You mean to one particular feature? Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Would it be from the neck up?
Yes.
Yes. Would it be the ears? Yes?
Yes, it might be the ears. Yes.
It would be the ears?
Yes, it is the ears.
And has this man been established for a very long time?
Yes.
Is it Clark Gable?
Yes. Very good, Johnny. Very good. Mr. Fitzgerald, again, thank you so much for appearing with us. Abe Burrows and Bill Cullen have 2 checks for $25 for your favorite charity. I'll ask you to go over there to get them and say hello to them. And thanks so much from the Swanson people for playing the names.
Thank you very much.
Let's meet our next guest with a famous name. Comfy? Barry, stick around. Now,
Hey, Lois.
we want just
At
double.
this moment,
I'm
I
very
would like to be
happy.
Clark Gable.
At this moment, I would very much like to be Clark Gable. Before we play our game, a reminder, don't tell... Oh, dear me. Don't tell me your name, but have you got a phone number available? And where are you from?
Brooklyn, New York.
Oh, really? And your occupation?
Manicurist.
Before we didn't bring anything with it. Before we play our game, let's let our home audience see this lady's famous name. Now, we know this is this lady's name because our legal experts have checked its authenticity. Panel, when I suggest now that you go to work on this lady, you know what I mean. Now, before you start, I'd like you to know that the name of our guest is a descriptive title. A descriptive title. With that information, Joan, will you start, please?
If I can get my hands up, otherwise you're going to have 3 MCs.
Yeah.
Is this a title, descriptive title?
Yeah, descriptive title, he said, yeah.
Is it a title which I could acquire? No? A title for men, maybe?
Yes.
A title for men? Is it a title that a man has earned in some fashion?
Yes.
Oh, yes. You're not nervous or anything. I'll be glad to hold your hand for you.
You mean he isn't just born with it?
No.
Born with it? No, no.
Does he have to do something outstanding to acquire this title?
Yes.
No, not in the strictest sense, no.
Are men in uniform able to get this title?
I beg your pardon?
Men in uniform able to get this title?
Yes.
Yes.
Men in the army?
Yes.
Men in the army. Golly. Well, must a man earn this title in the field?
No.
No?
No.
Does it take courage to...
No.
Yes or no?
No.
It doesn't take courage?
No.
I pass.
We have 2.5 minutes only, and Bill?
Well, we know about the Army. Can Navy men also get this particular?
Yes.
Does it take what you might consider practice in order to acquire the ability?
No.
No.
Well, whatever the title is, can a man generally earn it without any help from anybody else?
Yes.
No. Well, now, wait a minute. Wait just a moment. Would you mind rephrasing that question? Would you mind repeating that question?
Well,
Can
would it be
man
possible for a man to earn this title without any help from anyone else at all?
I suppose if you really stretched a point, yes, but actually, no.
No.
Well, the point I was getting at, would he need in acquiring this kind of a title, would he need aid from his superior officer?
What are you saying?
No, Bill. We have about 1 moment, 1 minute.
Does this require written approval or permission from Washington or...
No.
No, I'm afraid you're on the wrong track, Mr. Cullen.
Well, I'm going to give it to Abe Burroughs and let him worry.
All right, Abe,
Look,
go ahead.
Look, let me see. This is a descriptive title. Is it kind of a condition that a guy is in? I mean, it's a state, like, isn't it?
Well, it could be described at times.
To get this title, you call a title, you said he couldn't do it alone. It has to be in association with somebody else. In other words, it's the relationship with somebody else that provides this man with this title.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you have 30
All right.
seconds.
Is
Goodness.
the relationship a wedding relationship?
Yes.
Yes.
Is this lady's second name is she some kind of a groom?
No, but you're getting there.
Husband?
No.
Lover?
No.
Guy?
No.
Fella?
No. Come on.
It is a wedding thing, right?
It has to do with that. It comes as a result.
You say it's a male title. That's what you said, didn't you?
Yes.
It's a male title.
I have to call time. I'm awfully sorry. I have to introduce you to A. Papa. Now, you see how far wrong you went tonight. Well, Miss Papa, Oh, are you a mama? Are you married?
No.
Well. It's been lovely having you here. You go on over there, pick up your checks from Abe and Joan and Bill, and thanks from Swanson people for playing the names the same. We'll be back in a moment, folks, to tell you how our panel did and a little bit about next week's show. But first, here once again is our pretty Jean Sullivan, who seems to be making a picnic of everything tonight.
Yes, indeed, Robert Q. But a tisket, a tasket, this time I've got a different basket. And this time I've got a different suggestion for a wonderful picnic lunch. A whole delicious Swanson cut-up fryer with enough tasty, tender chicken meat to satisfy a whole family of perked-up picnic appetites. Inside this quick-frozen package, you'll find an entire flavorful young chicken, already cut up for you into 11 convenient pieces and perfectly cleaned by Swanson experts. It's the freshest chicken you can buy, with the freshness frozen in and all the hard work frozen out. You just defrost, and almost as soon as you drop them into the pan, the parts are sizzling to a savory golden brown. So, in planning your next picnic, be sure and remember Swanson quick-frozen fryers and Swanson quick-frozen chicken parts, all packed separately. Remember, too, that Swanson also brings you a complete line of time-saving, work-saving canned products. Swanson chicken fricassee, chicken a la king, chicken spread, boned chicken, and boned turkey. Swanson, the name of the finest chicken in the land.
Right you are, Gene. Thank you so much. And now, before we leave you, let's have a little accounting. Bill Cullen, I don't think we've done too well. Make your report.
No, Bob, I lost $100, but after meeting Papa, I'd like to spend my life with Father. Good night, everybody.
Joan Alexander, how about you?
I lost $75, and I can't think of anything that good to say. Good night, everybody.
Abe Burrows, what about you?
I lost $100, and I write all her material. Good night, everybody.
Good night, panel. Considering everything, you did rather well. Good night, folks, for C.A. Swanson and Sons, packers of America's best-known brand of canned and frozen poultry. The panel and I will see you again next week on The Name's the Same, which will be brought to you by Bendix Home Appliances.
Here's hot water, the kind of hot water that washes clothes cleaner, in the new Snow White Bendix, the only washer with built-in magic heater. A turn of the dial makes wash water hotter, keeps it hot, gets clothes cleaner. No other washer can give you this Snow White wash, because only the Snow White Bendix has magic heater to keep water hot.
The Name's the Same has been a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. Associate producer, Peter Arnell. Directed by Jerome Schnur. Technical director, John Broderick. Miss Alexander's gown by Paul Parnes. This is Lee Vine speaking for C.A. Swanson and Sons, reminding you to tune in each and every week at the same time for The Name's the Same.
Are you watching, you little rascals?
Oh, it's fun, isn't it?
And who subscribes to it?
Go on, push the button.
Think of the fun you could have on the tube.
The tube? Tube.
TV tubes.
That's a lot of fun, isn't it?
It's going to be a lot more fun if you keep going the way you're going.
Go on, push the button.
Please subscribe.
I hope they're watching.